Tell me where we. Oh shit.
Tell me when to go. Tell me when to go. Dumb, dumb, dumb. That is a wild line. He started the song. He said, "Jesus Christ had dreads, so shake him." I ain't got none, but I plan on growing some. And then he actually did grow some. That was the wild thing.
Hey, listen, he was telling you what it was about.
That's a wild line.
Facts. We on.
Yo, Quintendo Power, what up, bro?
What up? Welcome to another episode of UnQuantized Podcast. It is Friday again. Fam, every day is Friday.
These weeks be flying, dog.
That's a fact. What's happening, everybody out there? Young Quintendo Power in the building. I got to actually get on the right page for the podcast. But bro, how was your week?
Bro, I'm tired.
just
I'm
straight
tired,
like that.
Bro. Man, this is the worst week of the year for me. I always forget how bad this week is until I get here. And I always try to prep like early. Like every year, I'm like, I'm going to start early. I've probably been working at this since August. Like, yeah, I'm going to start early. Black Friday is not going to be terrible. Terrible, bro. Horrible. I'm exhausted, bro.
Every year.
Every
OG
time.
Bobby Johnson in the building. What up, bro?
But
yeah.
I wish I could enjoy Thanksgiving like most people. One, most people like go, they eat their food. One, I'm vegan, bro. So it's like Thanksgiving don't slap the same for me. But it's cool. It's the life I chose, you know what I mean? Can't complain.
True.
But
True.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. I guess it don't hit. If you can't do all things Thanksgiving, it really don't hit for you. I can see
it don't
that.
hit the same. Yeah. So I'm just kind of there, watching basketball. I'm there, you know what I mean? Couple sides, you know what I mean? And then Black Friday, when everybody's shopping, bro, I'm over here checking analytics. I'm over here making sure it ain't nothing breaking. You know what I mean? So, it's the struggle,
Fam.
The life we chose.
Dog, I am not, and I repeat, I am not doing that on Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah,
this year.
I feel you.
That's the thing. So I'm like, whatever. This weekend is it. Like this weekend is the weekend to make sure everything is cool, everything's in place. Got a couple ads out there. I'm done because people start coming to town. We do the thing every year where we have a whole bunch of family in town. Man, people start getting here Monday and Tuesday. I ain't got time for none of that. So this weekend is test.
That's why I'm telling everybody. I'm like, if you've been calling me, I will call you back next week. After this week, I'm cool. We could chat. I could sit down. I could breathe. I could think about stuff. Right now, I got to get through this. I don't want to call it stupid because it's a great time business wise.
Yeah.
Stressful at the same time.
A lot going on.
Yeah,
it's a lot going on. I mean, it's the life of an entrepreneur.
Yeah. I mean,
you know what? I think I wanted to say something just so it's on the record. This is a kind of a wild statement, but not really that wild.
Oh man,
I did not invent the Pyrex Snare because somebody else came back around to me and was like, "Yo, didn't you make that snare?" And I can't recall. I don't recall making that snare. I was probably just one of the first people with it somehow. I don't even know how I got it, but I'm certain at this point I didn't make that snare. So
hey, you said you didn't make it. You were the first person I ever heard with it. Crazy enough,
Also, funny enough, I've probably only used that joint maybe 3 times in my life.
That's the crazy thing.
Never used it.
Made careers, bro.
Never used that joint.
That snare by itself has made careers.
That is a fact.
That and the Spins 808 and put kids through college, dog. It done paid some tuition. You know what I mean?
That's a fact. Somebody said Kanye only likes the Spins 808 and Zaytoven 808.
He don't really like those the jug ones, like the shorter ones. He likes kind of the Spins ones is more of like you could play a longer note with it. Yeah, he does kind of only go for those. I guess he just wants those chakras lowered. You know what I mean?
Like, you can't be all in my primal chakra with the sustained notes. So I'm asking you, and I guess I asked whoever's in here too. Are you more of a fan of a sustained 808, or are you more of a fan of the short boys now?
I mean, I guess it depends on the vibe. If it's more melodic, then I'll probably go like the more sustained boy. But if I want ratchet,
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna go for the short boy.
Short boy.
Because I haven't been really using kicks like that lately. Depending on the vibe, but like if it's ratchet, I ain't been really using kicks. So it's like I need that 808 to fill that spot. You get what I'm saying? Of activity. Does that make sense? Like the bounce.
It do.
Yeah.
It do. Beating up the block.
Yeah.
Yeah. OG Bobby Johnson said Oracle means he don't remember getting a check for it. That's a fact. I definitely did not get a check for it. Yeah, it depends on the beat. For sure. That's crazy.
Yeah, but, certain ones though. Have you ever tried to force the 808 on certain songs though?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I tried every time.
Oh, definitely.
Every time.
The thing is, it's those instances where you like, bro, you know, an 808 ain't got no business in this being involved in this situation, but you still like,
I'm gonna try it.
I kind of feel stupid if I didn't just try it out a little bit.
Sometimes it works, and when it works,
9 times out of 10. Yeah, but 9 times out of 10, you're like, see, I just knew it.
Yeah,
I just knew it. So one of the answers that we got to our question last week, we was talking about like what type of stuff should come back. A few people said bass lines, and I had to think about it. That's pretty funny.
That is very true.
That's pretty funny because bass lines, low percentage. Now in R&B, more so, but still
not really
lower percentage in R&B than ever.
I mean, it's more the Glide 808. You know what I mean,
bro? Yo, Teddy Riley and them is looking at y'all like,
yeah. The one thing I wish would come back, bro, is bridges, dog. I miss bridges so much. Bridges in R&B to me was such a great, because it's like I would be so surprised. I love listening to a song and then you'd be like confused by something. Like you'd be like, how did we get here?
Right.
But it like a good feeling, like the Neptunes would do it all the time. But you'd be like, bro, how did the song switch to here? And then it would just go back seamlessly. I love that part about music. And you don't get that anymore. Yeah. You know?
Yeah, like, fam, after that chorus, surprise.
Mystery box.
Yeah, like, fam, look at that. That's true. Now, usually bridges will come in a song that is a more melodic and a more musical song. And a lot of music now isn't super musical like that now. But a bridge would work just as good with a song that's like, if the main part of the song was not as melodic, I think the contrast in that would be super dope. Like if the track is just like super hard, not super melodic, but still like an R&B joint, and then you just throw a melodic bridge in there for contrast.
You're right.
I think that'll go crazy.
That's like Pharrell fronting, because it's like you think about fronting, the beat is super simple. It's like simple, right?
Yep.
But then it's like when you get to the bridge, it's like the bass line is crazy, the chords is crazy, and then it just goes back to simple. Like we was just here for a second.
It's the contrast.
I love it, man.
Yeah, because you're right. Not only is it a contrast in music, but it's a contrast in like the dynamics, because everything in the beat is pretty short, pretty stagnant, and then you get to this chorus and it's more like sustained and floaty. I think that I would like to see more contrast, like dynamic contrast in music. It seems like there used to be a little bit more of that back in the day. Like, remember creative, like super creative drops?
Oh yeah.
Stuff like that. Now it's more like effects for places where like dope drops would be, and that's dope too, but they would just be like those random one-word drops like in the middle of a sentence, or just like I said, a drop on the one or something like that, and that made music that just made music better. So
definitely. And okay, so he said OG Bobby Johnson says these days it's just switching to another beat, which is a good point, right? Which made me think about I like to call it the sicko mode. Have you noticed that that's a trend of where they just like throw 4 beats in one song? It's like Baby Keem and Kendrick's. A lot of those songs, it's like a minute song, and we're gonna throw 3 of these joints together.
Baby Keem whole album like that.
It's like everything is like mini songs. That's a weird, like, I mean, I guess it's the same. I guess it's just like, to me, it's like K-pop in a way. K-pop is like that. It's like, it's so many sections to it where you be like, bro, how many changes, dog? It'd be, to me, in a K-pop song, it's maybe 5 changes. And that's like that's a light K-pop song. You know what I mean? And it's just like, bro, this is a lot of work. There's a lot of work for this, but
Yeah.
I've noticed that as a trend a lot more, where it's like everybody's doing these little small songs. It's like that skit. Have you seen it where it's like
I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh no. I think I know where you're going. Go ahead.
That skit is like the short song. It's like the dude is like rapping. He do like 2 bars.
Like Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
yeah, he killed it. Yeah, he killed it. That joint ended up being like a 7-second song. That joint was funny. But yeah, songs are getting shorter. And on top of songs getting shorter, the beats like change halfway through. I think it's dope too. The first person I remember doing that, and really being like known for it, Danger.
Oh yeah. He would go crazy.
Yeah. Cause like certain people would do it from time to time, but he had a way, like he just went on a run where it was just like he just really, that was his bag. And that joint would change. Like, damn.
So do you think when we in the metaverse and like we all like VR'd up, it's just all the songs gonna be like a 4-bar hooks? It's just like every song is just gonna be it's like a 4-bar hook, and then it's gonna change to another beat, and then it's gonna be a 4-bar hook and change to another beat. And everything's gonna be like 30 seconds, and we just kind of like get a jolt and like, oh, that was great. And then it's like next song.
Everybody trying to get 4 TikToks off in one song. Yo, yeah, that's good. Four TikToks. The song is 20 seconds long, and I got four TikToks in it.
Bro, I have to like one of my friends is having like a party for her daughter, and I had to like curate some music for it, which is difficult because one, I haven't been DJing, so I'm clueless about what's going on in the past like 2 years music wise of like what's out. But she's young, so I'm just like TikTok, all this stuff. Bro, hearing those TikTok songs outside of that little loop is wild, bro. I'd be so confused until I hear that one spot and it's like, oh, that's what that song is. It's weird, bro. It's a weird time where only this much, if you can't get this part right, you can make it. You only need 2 bars to get right, and then you could have a career.
That's so crazy. That is a weird feeling. You'll be out somewhere at grocery store, mall, just wherever. You hear a song and then that part come on, you're like, that's where that came from.
Yeah. It's wild.
Because as much as stuff blows up on TikTok, it'd be like 2 months before I know where the song came from.
Oh yeah. And then a lot of them be those mashups. Yeah. I just be wondering, how does that work? Like, do you get credit from doing those mashups? You know what I mean? Like, if I'm making all these sounds, hey, I need y'all to know who I am, bro. I need my followers to be dumb crazy.
Facts.
Yeah.
Damn.
Young IDK, what up, bro?
IDK, what's the word? Let's see. King Arlen says, do you make scripts? I do. I haven't made a script in a little while. That used to be my joint, like my little pastime, making some scripts.
Script Scampy? Barbecue scripts.
Hey.
Script on the barbecue.
There you go. All types of scripts with a scripper.
Let's see. People have a shorter attention span. That is very true. They just wonder how bad it's gonna get. Because I mean, if you think about, bro, if you hear a song from the 90s into a song now, it's wild the difference of time.
Yeah,
it's got to be half. Most songs were probably about 5 minutes. Now you're lucky to get about 2 minutes. You get about 220, 230 if you're lucky now.
I think the average song length back in the 90s was maybe like, I don't know where I'm getting these numbers from, but in my mind, it's 4 minutes and 39 seconds.
I'm not mad at that. That feels like a normal number.
And now, like you said, it's 2 minutes. And not only are the songs shorter, the projects are shorter.
Oh yeah.
Because if you think about like Nas' first album, because that was a great pivotal hip hop album, it had 9 songs on it, not counting the intro. And people were like, yo, that's like the shortest album we've heard. Like people looked at that, then like you look at a 2-pack or 3-pack now. Like, yo, this album is short. Now 9 songs, that's about average.
That is crazy. The songs
average enough to not be called an EP.
Yeah, songs are shorter, but albums are longer.
And the shelf life of a song, hit or not, is shorter as well.
Oh yeah, way.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So where are we headed? With all of those things getting shorter, where does this lead us? And what's the bar? until it's like, all right, this is too short. No pun intended. Shout out Too Short. But we like, yo, these songs are too short. These projects are too short. Does it become like the phones? You know, how phones were big, then they got small. Then once they couldn't get any smaller, they start getting bigger again.
No, I think it's just gonna get like shorter and shorter, and we're gonna get used to it. Like you gotta think, like we went from YouTube, which was long form content, to Vine, which people were addicted to because it was so
facts.
It's like that.
6
you know what I'm saying?
seconds.
And it is now we got TikTok, which is the evolution of like everything is quick. And I feel like I was watching this thing about this dude was talking about like children's television shows. And he was talking about the reason why this one show was more addictive to kids than the other is because they're edits. He was like, yo, in a minute, this show has like, I'm just making up a number, but 60 edits. And he's like, this one that's so addictive, he said they'll have like 100 compared to the other. He said it's the shortness of it is what makes kids so like fascinated with it. And I was like, dang, that's crazy. So I think music is gonna be like that. I don't know, right? Back in the 90s, right? There used to be these little things where you like, it was like almost like a mini disc and you like clip them in there and it would play like 30 seconds of the song. You could get them at Walmart. I wish I could remember the name of them. But you could buy like 30 seconds of this like little song. It was like a little bitty player.
A little appetizer sampler of music.
Bruh, that's how music is gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be like, that's it. Who can make the best hook?
That's nuts. Busy is in the building. Shout out to Busy. Busy works. Yeah, what do you say?
He says, I think it's because people aren't rapping anymore. It's more melodic and gets repetitive after 2 verses. That is true. That is true. He says, and so many songs to access, we had to get through them faster. That is true.
That is true. And with hip hop taking the more melodic stance, that kind of makes it more like R&B, and R&B verses are notoriously shorter than older hip hop verses. The 16 bars versus probably 8 bars. So I can see with hip hop becoming more R&B, the verses getting shorter.
Yeah, thanks. OG Bobby Johnson, clip hits. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, bro. That made, you know how like you know something is in your head and you can't think of the name. Thank you. That solved that issue for me. Clip hits. Felix says all comes back to attention spans decreasing. Millennials have a 15-second attention span, so you don't catch them in the first 15 seconds. They're over it, then keeping their attention. Yeah,
true.
Hey man,
true.
Are we gonna be a part of the game, or are we gonna fight against it?
I don't know. You want to rage against the machine? What you want to do?
I'm just ready for the futuristic beats when we start making beats in like 300 BPM. You know what I mean? Like stuff just gets weird. We're making 6/8 300 BPM beats. It's like that's the new trap. It's like, ooh, this is crazy.
It's 300 BPM, but it's double halftime. You see, so technically it's slow, but it's too fast and it's too slow at the same time. I'm like, son, you smoked the whole zip.
That's what I'm ready for. Let's get trippy. Elon Musk type beat.
Facts. Yeah. Okay, we got a question here. Let's see. Let me read it real quick. When making sample. So here's the question. When making sample packs, do you use analog hardware or real instruments? And can you use soft synths in place of the real instruments? The answer to that is yes, and yes. The thing when it comes to making like sample packs, and I'm assuming you mean on loops and all of that type of stuff, don't get caught up so much on like the analog digital thing. At the end of the day, it's about what sounds the best and what feels the best. Before it's about technically what sounds the best, it's about what feels good. Right. And part of the allure about the whole analog thing and getting analog gear, it's not so much the nostalgia of analog as it is that with analog, it usually comes prepackaged with just a good sound. So if you're using something analog, chances are it's going to feel a little bit better than something digital. But at the end of the day, it's about what the listener hears and how it makes them feel when they hear it. It doesn't matter what you use, and half the people don't understand how it's made anyway. So don't really get caught up in all of that.
Thanks. Oh, we had a question from Felix earlier. This is a good question. He says, can we talk about promo? What's the best way to push beats to the masses nowadays? Any recommendations for promo services you can give us?
Mm. Promo for selling beats. That's kind of specific. Neither one of us actually sell beats like online. But I'm trying to think about what I've seen.
I was gonna say it's tough because I mean my advice to him a couple months ago is different than what it is now.
What was it a couple months ago?
To advertise like Facebook ads, learn that, but
yeah,
that's kind of pointless right now. It's Facebook ads is trash right now, my brother. I hate to tell it to you, they are horrible right now.
Trash.
So I don't want to tell you to do that, and then you do a bunch of stuff, and then you kind of waste money, or it's not you don't get the results you want. Because I feel like people who are experts in it are having a hard time getting the results they want. I'm not gonna cap, bro. I feel like it's a weird time. I'm just saying, I just feel like it's a weird time for online business and as a whole. I feel like it's a little weird. I don't know how to explain it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's not bad, but it's not good either. And it's different. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, it's a technological shift going on across all platforms because everything that I look at, it stems back to something technological. So what I would say to him after him hearing everything that you said, because what you said is really the main point. The only thing I could think of is remember the other week I was asking why don't more producers make songs with unknown artists? Just make a song with a whole bunch of unknown artists and put together a project of your own that will showcase your music. And then you could kind of use that as content.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because the thing is, when you submit to like a label, let's say like a big artist, a lot of time labels want full songs. You know what I mean? Or something with a reference on it. So I just think that that's a cool way to get your beats across. People can hear your beats. It sharpens your sword because you're putting together whole projects and, you know, learn how to work with different artists and different people. And it's a nice business card. So I would say use that approach.
And, you know, don't forget the basics, man. Getting your mailing list and keeping that, because if you don't have that, and like say for example, if Facebook goes down or YouTube goes down, you're gonna be super short if you depended on only that one thing. So you know it's good to have, you know, a little variety so you can spread it out.
Man, that's a good point. I feel like it's time to do a PSA, little special PSA. This is something that we've been saying on the show for a lot of years, but as producers or as entrepreneurs in general, you need your own real estate on the internet, meaning have your own site, have your own mailing list, just have a way to actually contact people directly. Because when you're on different platforms, like we were talking about just earlier, technically platforms are in a weird space because things are changing. But if your platform that you're hitting on goes down or makes a change, how are you going to let the people know where you're headed next? You know what I mean? Also, when you're making things, how are you going to know the best way to make things, or, you know, what to make? The best way for me, ask people directly. So, you know, the more people that you have in your personal real estate, the more control you have over your own success and your own destiny.
Yeah. I mean, then I guess what you have to learn is the art of like how to not get like bad people on your list. Like, how do you get qualified people? So, I mean, but that comes with like time and understanding who you're marketing to and like how your angles and stuff like that. But that's, to me, I think that's the foundation of like getting that solidified, building that list up.
Yeah, that's a fact. And nerding out real quick on that list, you got to clean your list. I've learned that you got to clean your list. It's like having a wedding reception and mad people RSVP, but they don't come. You have to pay for that person, dinner, that person's spot. So your email list is no different. You know, you pay X amount a month, depending on how many people you have. So you're actually paying for everyone to be on your email list. So if you do have inactive people or things just hidden, you got to do some cleansing and do some changing. But one of the things I noticed with my email list is you set up different ways for people to get on there, and then you just monitor through analytics like what's hitting and what's not. And then you'll learn like which things you're doing are the best and where to double down and also where to cut.
Because you're gonna have to pivot at some point. Something's gonna have to pivot. It's
Oh yeah.
happened a few times, whether it's been
Oh yeah.
like social platforms to beat selling platforms. There's gonna be a time, and I'm not saying like to wish downfall on BeatStars. They could probably have a 20-year run, but at some point, it's gonna be something else that's gonna take over, and then something else is gonna take over from there. And so you just got to be, available to make that pivot when the time comes, because it might be a better opportunity, to jump out there. But you got to make sure you're able to take your data and your information and not locked in onto one platform to where you can't move around.
There you go. And don't be afraid to change either.
Yeah.
There was a time where, like, let's say to build things like the factories and all that, it was like steam power. And then like electricity came about. And there were some factories that didn't want to switch over or weren't able to switch over. And you know what happened to them. You know what I mean? So you gotta be ready to pivot, able to pivot. And most importantly, you gotta let your people know where you're pivoting to.
Yeah.
Because if you're gonna reach out to your people on that platform that you're on that mysteriously went down in the middle of the night last night and doesn't exist anymore, now you can't talk to them.
Yeah. No, that's real.
Yeah,
bro. It's crazy. I was having a conversation with my homeboy, and I was, trying to get over my, I have this issue with content. I don't know what it is. I feel like I'm getting better. I've been practicing. I've been doing, little stuff to kind of get in the habit of it. And he was just like, yo, don't be Blockbuster. You know what I mean? Like, content is like is Netflix, and it's like if you're not doing it, you're Blockbuster. So it's only a matter of time before you're gonna phase yourself out. If you know this information now, are you gonna still make the same decisions? I was like, that is a very valid point. That is a good point. If you put it that way, that is a very, so it's just how you frame stuff, man. Sometimes you gotta look at it a different way.
Perspective is everything, bro. Okay, real quick. So this kind of went along with what we were talking about. How many relationships do you as a producer, and I'm not talking to you, I'm basically talking to the chat. How many relationships do you as a producer have with songwriters? Because like we were talking about earlier, a lot of times you want to submit stuff with songs on it, or at least with references on it. You know what I mean? And I don't hear a lot of producers reaching out or talking about reaching out to songwriters as much as I hear them talk about reaching out to artists or even other producers. But songwriters, getting a good relationship with a good songwriter or a whole bunch of different songwriters is really beneficial, because they care about the song as much as you do, if not more. Like, they kind of, I don't know how to describe it, but they're pouring themselves into the song creatively. And I just feel like, especially a songwriter with some type of connections or some type of relationships, they're gonna push that song as hard as you do.
Oh yeah. I mean, one thing that I want to do on this little break away from everything is like look and see who's like the new up and coming writers and stuff like that. Cause it's like, I know certain people, but it's like the people that we've been around in the pockets, and nothing's wrong with it. It's just like, I need to see who's new and like reach out to new people, figure out that new energy, and like, like send ideas out. I just feel bad because I feel like with songwriters, it's not as glorified as it should be, I feel like, in a way. So it's like, I don't feel like a lot of people are aspiring to be songwriters like it was. I feel like it was an era where being a songwriter was like the cool thing, right? Like when Dream and Neo and Carrie, all of them start blowing up. I feel like being the Clutch, shout out to JQ, shout out to all of them, man. Candace, man.
Listen.
Yeah, but like I felt like it was like the vibe, like you were a songwriter to be an artist. But now I feel like it's like, I think they know that they don't get paid well, or how they get paid is a little weird. I feel like you see either people trying to pick a side on the artist side, or what I mean? It's like, I just feel like it doesn't get glorified like it should, because it's such an important part. And then the songwriters that do figure it out be killing, like Derek Milano, killing, bro. He's like killing. Nisha, killing.
Facts, man. Not a pioneer, but one of the greatest to ever do it, young Esther Dean.
Oh yeah, she like had a run, bro. Facts. She had a different kind of run. Like
Yeah.
she had the a Polo run, a Tricky and Dream run, and she had like a Max Martin run, all
Dog.
within that little time frame of.
Super run.
Yeah, she went crazy.
Yeah. Shout out to young Esther.
Let's see. Okay, so IDK says seems like more people are shifting to sites like YouTube, Twitch, and similar platforms. Where do you see social media like IG, Facebook, Twitter in the future? More and more people move to those platforms. What does it mean for the creators who don't have the ability to create content for those sites? I don't know. Just thinking out loud.
No, that's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one school of thought is just learn how to adapt and then try content for that platform. You know, that's just one school of thought. But you are absolutely right. And all of the platforms that you mentioned, like IG, Facebook, all of that, things are weird right now. So yeah, you gotta look at a Twitch or whatever and be like, might be all right over there. But yeah, social media in general it's not so much the social part anymore. At least not my feed. It's more either entertainment or like entrepreneurship and marketing. It's not a whole bunch of socializing going on.
I think it's getting, and I think that's why you see Twitch and all this stuff. Cause like, bro, I was trying to my older brother, like trying to explain to him like Twitch at the beginning. He didn't get it. Cause it's like, yo, you're watching somebody else play a video game. That seems weird. But when you understand it, it's like you're watching that person for that, to hear their commentary, and it's like you watching it with your homeboys. You know what I'm saying? Because we've all been to like our cousin house, and then they're playing a video game, and you're watching them. You sitting there talking. Once I realized it was like that, it all made sense to me. It's like, ooh, that's the connection. And I feel like us being in the pandemic with like Clubhouse, like Twitch, video games with the proximity chat. I feel like now, not that Instagram and Facebook are old, but it's like now we're gonna start seeing. We're used to that now. We're used to that quickness and like that connectivity of being able to just chat in a different way with people. And I feel like that's where Instagram and Facebook are going to start getting. I mean, they're going to be around for a while, but I feel like it's going to start phasing out.
It's going to change though.
Yeah. It's already like, and I feel like TikTok's already kind of proven that point of like, it's about to, some new is going to come in and disrupt everything and throw something off.
That's a fact. So what do you think about the metaverse? You think the metaverse is going to be like the new sliced bread, like they say it is?
Yeah, I think it's going to take a minute, though. I don't think for us necessarily. I think it's going to take maybe 10 years for it to really, really get in there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's going to I'm going to try to get on it early because I want to understand it. You know what I mean? But I feel like for the masses to get on it, it's going to take either something crazy or like a lot of pop culture to get on it. Like they're going to have to do like a big influencer push to get people on there. It's going to have to be something to make people like, I have to get over here.
Well, I think the thing about it is it's going to be the aspect of the augmented reality part. And that's going to come with like glasses, not the big Oculus jump, like slimmer glasses and all that type of stuff. But remember, like when the Pokemon game came out, that's like real primitive augmented reality where, it's the real world, but there's something overlaid on the real world that brings people together. Remember, people were like getting hurt or less gruesome, like huge crowds of people gathering to like find some Pokemon thing at some park or something like that. So I think it's going to be the augmented reality aspect that's going to bring people together. And that's going to be what like makes it take off crazy. Then you're going to have like dating apps and all that type of stuff where you get to mix the real world with the man, it's going to be crazy.
I think it's going to be like how Nintendo, as a kid, it was like Nintendo was like so awesome, but then now I look at Nintendo's like, this is so trash. And then it's like we looking at the PS5 like these graphics is crazy, and then we're gonna look at the PS10 like, oh man,
the
contact lens when I just pop it in my eye and I'm actually sweating from playing 2K. You know what I mean? It's like
muscles twitching.
Yeah,
that's a fact, bro. You can put like every Nintendo game ever invented on your phone right now.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
Yeah, no, that's wild. I can't wait for the metaverse sessions though. You know what I mean? Where I'm just in there. I just feel like the egos is gonna be wild because it's like if you could be anybody you want to be, I feel like everybody's gonna go Grand Theft Auto.
Oh yeah, because
Like,
anonymity, this little bit of anonymity that people have now got them wilding on the internet.
yeah.
So I can only imagine, and the metaverse is gonna be super wild.
Yeah. So everybody's gonna have Kanye West rants all the time.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like we're gonna be at a Metaverse Award Grammys, and then somebody's gonna like kick over the stage like, Metro Boomin had the best beat of the year. It's gonna happen, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, I'm telling you, that's what's gonna happen. But no, I'm with it. I'm with all the stuff, man. Technology, let's go.
Yeah, for sure. Yo, passing through to say what up, Young Ponzu. What did
What
do?
up, bro? Oh, I put a warning earlier. If people have been hitting me this week, let me get through this week, and I will hit you back. Ponzu is included. I already know he's on my list of people I got to hit back.
Facts. Oh, Young Felix had a question. I think he's talking about writers.
Okay.
They're so discreet. Once they get placements, how do you get in touch with them? Try some unknown, some non-Grammy award winning writers. Hey, listen, all the dope writers were them at first. Yeah. Also, somebody going back to when we were talking about the whole thing about doing a project with unknown artists. Someone said that unknown artists nowadays want to get paid. My thing is this: the exchange is I get a verse from you to showcase my skills, and you get a free beat. If that's not going to work for you, and we both kind of like here, it's such a huge pool of unknown, untapped artists that are hungry to search through. I wouldn't even really care about that.
And it's not like it's just like they still get their money on the back end through if like you do DistroKid or United Masters, whoever service you choose, you can still do a back end where we're gonna split whatever money's made. I feel like a lot of people are gonna go for it. If they not, just keep asking. I mean, it's not gonna be for everybody, but you'll find people who will definitely do those situations. And the same thing with songwriters. You're gonna find people who are they're not gonna be the greatest songwriter, right? But they got potential, right? And it's just like you're not gonna be the greatest producer, but you're gonna have potential. So your thing is to work with that person. You try to produce them up, but you producing them is gonna help you be able to become a better producer. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a win-win, you know. I was watching this Hit Boy clip, and I feel like it was Hit Boy. I want to say it was Hit Boy, but he was saying him learning how to produce vocals was one of the biggest things that helped him. And I say it all the time. Me learning vocals was a huge help for me. Before then, I felt like my beats was like cool. They sounded good. It just people weren't picking them though, and I didn't understand what it was. But then me like cutting vocals and working with artists and like making beats from scratch, then you start seeing the patterns to me of like what makes someone write to something.
Facts.
Yeah. Let's see. IDK said the future is gonna be like Wally or Ready Player One.
I'm leaning Ready Player One. That's all that pops into my mind every time any of this like metaverse talk comes up. All I think is Ready Player One.
I need to go back
which
and
was
watch it again.
A fun movie. Yeah.
I remember it, but I don't
what
remember.
I'm thinking. Yep. That's a good weekend watch.
Yeah. Hey man, please give me suggestions to do during this downtime because I'm about to enjoy. I'm about to watch. Hey, if it's a TV show I ain't watched, which is pretty much anything, please let me know. Movies, it's going down, bro. I'm going full lazy.
There you go.
Full lazy.
There you go.
After this weekend,
you know how I used to have the joint. I'll revise that and send you some new stuff because I don't have anything right now.
You know what's going down when I'm plotting on getting a bottle of Jameson. I ain't drunk no Jameson in a long time.
Damn, I think the last time I had some Jameson, I probably drank that with you.
Yeah, that was the last time I had Jameson.
That was almost 2 years ago.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
that's
going down.
Crazy.
It's going down.
That's nuts. Hey, Thanksgiving's coming up.
I just want to make music and vibe out for the next couple weeks. Are you and your family gonna do the sample pack?
That's a good question. I should probably do that again. That worked out well last time.
I ain't gonna front. You have an iconic loop that comes from your family coming down on Thanksgiving and recording stuff.
That's true.
I'm just gonna say, you know what I mean?
That's true. I might as well just go break out the drums and just have them joints in a circle. Like
Yeah,
everybody get involved.
Mhm.
Mother-in-law get involved. Everybody
Yeah,
get it.
please do.
Yeah, because that loop is crazy.
Yeah, that's facts. We'll see. Anybody done NFT work? NFT yet? Does it work?
No and yes. No, I
Right.
haven't, but yes, it does work.
And then Beats Music says, just heard Busy Works Beats is working on exclusive NFT producer album. Do you think things like that will be the new normal? Bro.
Yes. When the
Hell yeah.
metaverse hit, that's going to
Dog,
be the whole thing.
this is the sign for everybody that this is real. The Staples Center in LA is named the Crypto.com.
Crypto.com.
Bro, that
Yes.
is wild, bro. One, it makes sense though, because
Crypto.com.
Staples ain't even around. Are they even still in business? I don't even think Staples is still in business. So for it to be the
No.
Staples Center, I understand why it's not a thing. But Crypto.com, and they had the rights for a dumb amount of time. They paid hundreds of millions to get that, bro. So you got to think the Lakers play there, the Clippers play there. Every game, they're going to be talking about the Crypto.com arena.
Yep.
You know how much press and influx they're going to get off of that? So all of this stuff is becoming realer and realer. And I feel like we got to take it upon ourselves to know more about it. At least be educated on how it works.
Yeah. We're in a space where people are dabbling with it. And it comes across our desk. I'll say that. Kind of on a regular basis versus if you go out, the average person might not know nothing about the metaverse. Like they might have heard the term once or twice, or NFTs. Everyone's heard about NFTs, but most people don't know how they work, and most people have no reason now to even know how they work. But I think we're fortunate enough to be in the community that we're in, and I think we know a little bit more about this than the average person.
Thanks. Yeah. Beast Music said, "Did you see Russell Westbrook call it the Crypt Stadium?" That was the other thing. Branding wise, I'm sure some people in LA are very excited about that because there's so many branding opportunities. The Crypto.com jersey. Oh, come on, man. The shirt.
I was thinking about it. But you know what? I don't know if that necessarily works for every brand. It'll work for Crypto.com. But there are a lot of brands I saw that like sponsor a team just to get out there. And I don't know if it hit for them. Like for instance, Wish, the shopping joint, Wish, they do the joint with the Lakers. But I don't know how much that actually boosted their brand.
That is true.
Yeah, I got a Lakers jersey with the Wish thing on there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, which one you got? Which jersey you got?
The Kobe joint.
Oh yeah. You got the other one. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I got that one. Yeah, with the stars on the side, and I got the Wish.
You got the All-Star boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that joint's tough. I need it.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Which one you got?
I got the regular. I got the 8, just the 8 joint, and I got the snakeskin.
Oh, got you.
The black one. I was gonna wear one today, but I was like, I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna say the Kobe jersey.
That's funny. I was gonna wear not my Kobe jersey. I was gonna wear a jersey today though.
Yeah, I was like, I save the Kobe for a special day. You know what I mean? You don't just wear the Kobe jersey for no reason. You know what I mean? It's got to be an occasion.
Gotta go somewhere where you need that Mamba mentality.
Facts. We'll see. Is crypto a legalized Ponzi scheme? I think it's certain parts that people take advantage of, but crypto as a whole, I don't think it's a scam at all. I think it's a very for real thing. But I mean, of course, like with anything, it's gonna be pockets where people gonna figure out finesses, and
where masses of people go, there's some bad people in the group. But it's gonna be what it is. But in terms of like totally like it just being like a Ponzi scheme and all that, no.
The high school my girl went to, it's like a whole like Dateline thing about the lunch lady stealing millions of dollars from the school from the lunch line. Because over years she was like pocketing cash. Dog had a crib. Dog, it's like wow, bro. So if you think if people don't figure out how to finesse the lunch line, they gonna figure out how to. It's gonna be some finessing going on, bro, with crypto. So I mean, but again, it's one of the things we got to educate ourselves so we can kind of see what the good and the bad is.
Yeah. Well, in theory, it's supposed to be safer, or you could put more safeguards in place. I mean, of course, it's going to be masterminds. It's going to figure out ways to do it. It's going to be a constant back and forth between do good and do bad. But just in theory, since it's all digital, I imagine there are a whole bunch of ways to make it safer. But I guess on the flip side of that, in theory, since it's all digital, there are a few ways to get in there and manipulate it.
Oh, it's going to be some your Nigerian cousin has inherited some Bitcoin, and we're trying to send it to you. Just send $1,000 to this wallet. That's coming. You know what I mean? And people gonna fall for it like they did the other one. You know what I mean? So
damn, I got caught up in the Ethereum scam.
We're gonna send you all these sample packs. Just send us $10 Bitcoin.
Yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, to any scammers out there, stop with the send me your Cash App,
bro. I'm so sick of that, bro.
Stop that. Let's just cut it out now.
The thing is, it must work for people to keep doing it. It's got to work at some point.
Yeah, and that's like scary. Robocalls.
Oh yeah, that's scary.
Every time I get one, I'm like, I don't know anybody that goes through with this. I don't know any of that type of stuff, but it's working. It gotta be working because people have been doing it for decades.
I wonder, can we robocall and like sell sample packs? Like if y'all got like a random call, it's like, excuse me, sir, would you be interested in hard-hitting 808s and MIDI?
So you know how they call you, and they're like, "Hi, how are you doing today?" with the fake voice joint, and they wait for you to say something, and then this is Ron, and it's all fake. Got to do it the producer way. So you're just like, "Hello, what's happening, my boy?" They're like, "Who is this?" "This is Oracle calling you because you need some dope inspirational sounds." Like, wait, what? Is this a real person?
Have you seen the thing where they talk about that's how Sally Mae got to get people? It's like they act like they're your homeboy.
Oh, dog.
People like, yo, is this Trey? You're like, yeah, what up? Man, chilling. How you? You're like, chilling? Yeah, so we was wondering when you going to make this payment on. He's like, hey, you got me.
Hey, what's up, man? I've been trying to get in contact with you. Like, oh, man, what's going on? Like, yo, you owe us $800. Damn.
I'm telling you, bro, we're going to open up, it's going to be what do we call this? It's going to be a company where if people buy leases for beats, the temporary leases, and then they don't want to pay up, we got to send the security. You know what I mean? We the enforcers. You know what I mean? So it's like, hey, bro, you either going to have to pull that off of Spotify, my G, or you're going to have to pay up for this exclusive rights right here, my dog. You know what I mean? You got to pick and choose, cuz.
You're already in collections right now. And per your default, we now own your Spotify login information. So we'll shut you down.
Word on the street that a firm payment ain't go through, cuz. We got to have some discussions. That 4 easy payments won't that easy.
Damn. It's like, I gave you all my car title and all that.
Yeah, that's wild. Car title loans for beats is wild.
That's hilarious. I was listening to that commercial the other day. Get your title back with Title Max.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, I start thinking, get my title back from who? You? You got it, man.
Yeah. Them just is wild.
Get your title back from me, son, because I got that shit.
Yeah, them joints is wild, bro. I wonder, can we do that with like the blockchain and stuff? Could you be like, yo, I'm going to give you ownership of my car for this beat and we can exchange it and I get a $5,000, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wonder, could you do stuff like that?
It's kind of dope.
People could be bartering all kinds of stuff, bro.
So can you, I'm imagining in the future, you could use your ownership of an NFT as collateral.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like on a loan, like, all right, you own this NFT, but ownership gets transferred to us until you pay us back the loan, and then we transfer ownership back to you.
I'm gonna have a negotiation thing on the total bundle where you can negotiate and you be like, look, a PS5, 3 ETH, you know what I mean? What else you got, cuz? Like, what we talking? You know what I mean? Let's make a deal. That's how I'm about to be.
That's hilarious, bro. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Like, bro, I was checking the blockchain. It says the bank owns your record right now. Why does the bank own your record? Like, bro, you got a little trouble how to use that thing as collateral, bro. But that's all right. I'm gonna get my masters back.
Yeah,
get your masters back with Master Max. Yeah.
Yo, that's gonna be wild. That's gonna be an actual business in the metaverse.
Like,
Rappers, did you get broke? Did you sell your masters? Get your Master's Max with Master's Max.
Quintendo said vanishing loops.
Bruh.
Don't think I haven't thought of that. Not just for loops, but just for audio in general. Like, is that possible? But yeah.
You get 5 times a chop this loop.
Damn. That's crazy. Then it's over with. It's over with. Every time you load it up, that joint is gonna be blank now.
Shiba for sound packs. I don't know about Shiba. I need some a little more stable than Shiba. Yeah, I mean a little more stable.
Get you some stable coin.
Let's see. Crypto is loan based, so it's coming. Oh yeah, we out here, man.
Mm-hmm. You already know.
I just want to be a loan shark, a crypto loan shark. Can I do that? Is that illegal? If it's legal, I don't want to do it, but it just seems like a fun thing. You know, it's like we're all picking characters in the metaverse. I want something that's like a little gangster, a little evil, but like still respectable. You know what I mean? Just trying to find. Yeah, I'm just trying to find my role in the metaverse.
She'll just break Avatar's legs out there.
Yeah, I feel like the production thing is gonna be a little crazy. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to.
Trying to get up in there. Yeah, Slim. Hey, why your Avatar got no legs? Trust broke him. I owed him. He erased my legs, fam.
You just got the generic starter legs.
Like, damn, why you got them shoes on your Avatar? Trust I got my good shoes. I can only wear these shoes here.
We just gonna repro drums, and you just got hip hop clap number 3.
Ooh,
you know what I mean?
You're done. You're
it's
done.
Just like all your drums get taken. You just get those Timberlicious drums.
Yeah, like bro, you better pay up, or them hard hitting drums gonna start sounding like mosquito sex, real thin. It's not gonna be popping at all, bro.
Try making trap with this best of Ryan Leslie kick. Take that, buddy.
Yo, something wrong with you. You see where we going today?
Did you see the Shaka Khan joint?
Nah,
bro.
I missed it, and whatever clips was crazy.
I'm trying to be on whatever she was on. Whatever she was on, bro.
She was on her own private island.
Man, ain't nobody.
Like Slim, you just gonna pull up and have a staycation right in front of us, huh? Just in your own mind, you in your own world, staycationing right here.
Felix said, "I'm out. Workflow stay up gang. Hey, my brother, appreciate you coming through, my dog.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
That's funny. I might have to check that out though.
Yeah, I might. I just go and watch the clips.
Well, speaking of watching clips and checking things out, if you haven't had a chance, check out the interview with Guru and Hip Hop on the Rory and Maul podcast. It was a dope interview. They were going over the Black album, the making of Black album, and everything that was going on at the time. Like Hop and Guru were like just doing a whole timeline of like what each session, like what the DJ Quick sessions was like, what songs came first. It was really dope to see how that album was made and the whole thought process behind it and everything. So check that joint out, man. And I'm pushing that joint because Hop is my guy, man. And it was a good interview.
Did you see Hit Boy and Big Sean on $1 Million Worth of Game?
I keep seeing clips and I want to check it out. I just haven't had the time.
Yeah, it's like a part where there's like Kanye West is difficult to work with. I'm like, I mean, I can see that. I can understand that being a thing. I'm not really surprised by that. Yeah. It's like, he'll make you do the song 10 times and then like the first version. I'd be like, bro, that would irk my soul, dog.
Ooh.
That would make me so mad. It's like, we're on version 37. It's like, you know what? The first one was right. Let's just go with the first one.
Yeah. No, it happens.
No, it definitely happens.
Happens, bro. Yeah. I was watching I think it's back when BET used to do that. Whatever they were talking about, like older acts. I forgot what the name of the series was called, but they were talking about when they recorded the song Car Wash and they had to do like 200 takes just to go back to the first one.
That'd be so bad.
I quit. And I'll be back tomorrow to be reinstated, but tonight I quit. The hell with y'all.
Let's see. Oh, and bro, if BT doesn't take Miss Sita's world and run with the metaverse thing, they slipping. This is the time.
I'm not pulling up.
Dog, this is the time. As soon as I get to the metaverse, I better see Sita somewhere chilling, dog.
Dog, I'm not gonna lie. There have been very few times in my life as a black person where I felt embarrassed. I used to remember walking past the TV
Like,
and
oh
Miss Cena's
no.
World would be on, and I'm just like,
Oh no.
3 steps back every day. Twice a day we take it 3 steps. I don't know what it was about that character. Of course, it was an iconic show and all that, but it was just something about that character where I was like, this is kind of cringy. A little cringy to me.
Let's see. Jason Miller says, I bought 2 of those mystery packs. I only got 1. I'm at work. I'll email you the info.
Hit me.
Yeah, he
well,
says,
whoever you're talking to.
Yeah, he says, I did get the one I did get was totally worth the price of 2 mystery packs.
All right, well, yeah. Hey,
yeah, you let us know either way, and we'll get it resolved, my brother. And appreciate it.
Indeed, that's what we do.
We'll see. I just listened to the new Snoop album, 25 joints, new artists. It's all right, enough material for 2 albums. What do you guys think?
Bro, I haven't heard it yet. I've been actually anticipating listening to this album. It's one of those things like I can't wait to get out, like on a jog or just whatever, and just sit down and rock that joint. And I don't even know why I'm so excited for this new Snoop album. Not that Snoop isn't worth getting excited for, but just what I've heard so far.
Right.
I can't wait to listen to it.
Shout out to Kato, man. Kato.
Oh yeah, that's right. He on there.
Yeah, I think he did the single. I don't know Kato like that, but it's like we all in the same little circle, and just seeing like how he finessed that. You know what I mean? It's like that's cool. I like that. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
I ain't listening to nothing. I need to listen to the Summer Walker album.
Yeah, see, that's the type of stuff. No, we need to make a list of things that we're supposed to do during this time of the year. But yeah, catch up on albums. We were talking about movies and stuff, like all of that, because we're gonna end up with this time, and then we're gonna be like, all right, what is it that I said I wanted to do?
Oh, I'm gonna end up just doing more work. I already know it. I already see myself looking at other ways to figure out how to do work without it being the same work that I was just doing.
That's what I was gonna say. I just want to do different work.
Yeah, I've already figured it out. I'm like, I ain't even got to it yet. I ain't even finished the one work, and I done figured out the different work to do. Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, so the problem now is kind of being ahead and then not making new stuff to do for this year. And that's kind of where I'm at now. Like I said, I was kind of done Black Friday wise. I'm like, oh, let me do this video. Let me do these ads. Let me do this, that, and the third. Just adding stuff on, bro. But sitting here talking about like listen to the Snoop album, listen to the Summer Walker album. I'm like, that's the shit I really want to be doing.
Yeah, the Summer album to me. One, Sean is on it. Sean Garrett. Shout out to my big bro, man. That's the homie.
Yes,
It's so funny. I know we talked about it, but Sean Garrett called me one day randomly. I hadn't talked to Sean in like 2 years, and he called me. He's like, "Yo, bro, tell Timbaland to get DJ Khaled on the phone." I'm like, wait, what is going on? What are you talking about, bro? I had to call Oracle, like, yo, Oracle, can you hit Tim and try to figure out how to get this to happen? Because I don't know what's going on. He called me. He was so crunk about it, bro. Like and originally it was DJ Khaled, and then it switched to The Dream, and then it happened right after that.
Yeah, it was real short after that.
But it was such a random moment of like he called me, I'm like, me of all people, why did you call me?
I don't know. He reached out.
Yeah,
he definitely reached out. I remember that. That's funny.
But Sean, to me, is like how in basketball people talk about the New York Knicks. It's like the league is better when he's in the league. When he's doing well, I feel like it's better. When it's just, you got the veteran songwriters in there, they're gonna put that presence on there, and that album went crazy. I feel like it's something to having that and curating an album that makes it, you know what I mean? Because I feel like Summer is young and she's talented, but having somebody that could be like, no, keep that part. Let's take this out. Let's trim the fat. You know what I mean? I feel like that's probably great to have for a young artist like that. And I wish more young artists would have like an OG with them to do albums like that. I think it would be a cool little vibe. So yeah.
With it. Just future prediction. Danny is gonna have a dope album whenever it comes out.
Ooh.
Danny Lay.
Oh god.
I sense some heat coming in the future.
It's all gonna sound like the baby type beats.
Facts. Hold on, we had another question. or another topic rather. Hold on. Oh, I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
What are some production trends of 2021? I know it's more of a super end of the year question, but I'm end of the year minded right now. So like, every year it's like the trends, whether it's a sound or a technique. What are some trends of 2021?
Man, to me, super empty beats. Like really just like mostly 808, really no melody, or the melody super in the back. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of it's either like the TikTok kind of super simplicity kind of stuff. I mean, of course, guitars always had they run, but I feel like guitars had a good little run this year.
They did.
Like the emo kind of guitar again.
Yeah. Guitars had a run like flutes had in 2019 or
Yeah.
2018.
Yeah. Yeah, that guitar is, I mean, it's classic. I feel like that's every couple years. It's just everything's gonna have guitars on it, you know. I'm trying to think what else. I feel like
Yeah,
it's
I don't
something else
know.
I'm missing. I feel like it's something that was just like everybody was doing, but I don't know. I try not to be honest. I try not to look at a lot of that kind of stuff. Like I don't want to overly listen to what everybody else is doing. I don't want to start picking it up. You know what I mean? Because I felt like when the Jetson came out with that short little the baby 808, I feel like everybody started making beats like that. And it's like just through like osmosis, like not even intentionally, but I feel like everybody just kind of absorbed like new pattern alert.
There you
Make
go.
beats
Like,
this way.
This one. I feel like when a lot of producers make beats, the question I see in their mind is, "Oh, this what they want? All right, bet." Yeah, I don't know.
Have you heard of this? I feel like this is like we having like a mad deep discussion today, but like Elon Musk's first principle, and I'm gonna mess it up. And I don't know if I brought this up last time. I don't know when I learned this, and I was like, so I don't know if it was last podcast I learned this or between this. So I've never brought this up. The first principle.
Okay. No.
Okay. So I'm a butcher what it is, but my interpretation of it is like stop following other people that you think did something right because you don't know what steps they took and they might have done it wrong and you're following them kind of blind. And his first principle is like he always questions everything. Like it's like, why am I doing this? He makes sure that his intentions for doing stuff is like pure. And even with making beats, I feel like when I heard it, I was like, oh, it's kind of how I think about making beats. It's like I don't want to do it just to copy somebody. Because they figured out that works. I want to do something because I figured out it works. You get what I'm saying? It's like I came to this realization. Like it's not saying don't study and take from people, but like come to the conclusion yourself rather than assuming because somebody else did it right that you should do it that way. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I feel like I butchered it. Please look it up. But when I heard somebody else explain it, I was like, that's a bar, bro.
Yeah. It definitely takes a mindset shift. And one of the other things it takes to even think like that and to move like that is confidence. I think like people want success and people want shortcuts, but I think at least 50% of why people copy other people, or a lot of it has to do with lack of confidence in your own ability. You know what I mean? Like when you tell somebody like, be yourself, some people have never heard themselves. They've never met themselves because they never had a moment in life where they had to or tried to be themselves. Because it's easier to copy somebody else. It's a lot safer. And I don't really have to know my shortcomings so in depth and so much if I'm just doing what other people are doing. So that's but yeah, that first principle, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Please look it up because I'm doing a horrible job of explaining it. And it's one of those things of I heard someone else explain it to me, and that's how I got it. So I know if you hear it straight from the source, it's probably different. But when it was a bar, it's something to look up, at least worth it. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Jim
and
Jones. The holograms. Jim and the holograms. That's what you are.
Couple steps.
Let's see. Are there any trustworthy production services left? Seems like everything is a scam or fake. I wonder what they mean by production services.
Oh, yeah, and what's the scams and the fakes?
Yeah. Yeah, it's good.
Because
It's an interesting question.
I do, because it's something, you know what I'm talking about, that people assume is a scam, but it works. We know that it works, but I feel like it's a technical barrier and people just don't assume, they don't understand that, and so they assume it's a scam. You know what I'm saying?
Good point. Good point.
I've seen that happen, but whatever. Oh, what do you think? Oh, go ahead. My bad.
Oh, somebody's just asking, and I don't really know the answer to this. Is there room in sound design for using multi-samples in urban music? Yeah, sure. Definitely.
I mean,
okay.
That's all if it's anywhere to get it off at, you know what I mean?
That's a fact.
What do you guys think about Drake and Kanye squashing their beef?
I think it's anytime I hear about somebody squashing the beef, it sounds good to me. But I'll be honest with you, I don't really feel a way one way or another about it. I'd like to, but like I don't. I think it's good. It looks good, but I don't really have a feeling on it.
It just made me think Jay Prince is like cool. When I get older, I said I want to. He was in that picture like bow, you know what I mean? He's in there vibing.
Super OG.
Yeah, bro. He just seemed like he just chilling. He gonna pull up, keep it. Y'all good? Y'all good over there? Word, true.
Facts.
Yeah.
Hey man, y'all remember what I said? All right.
Hey, if some good music come out of it, I'm happy. Because I feel like it would be great, because I feel like Drake has the market. What is the word I'm looking for? Marketability. There we go. That's the word. And Kanye gets the nuance of like production and overall sound. I feel like they would make great music together if they would just get it together. You know what I mean? And they've done it in the past, but I feel like they never locked in and like, but it's a start, man. Hopefully. I'm getting tired of hearing about Drake and, them beefing. I'm tired of hearing just rappers beef, man. Let's get money, man. Let's talk about getting money and stuff.
Yeah, shit is kind of old. Like, bro, we don't care about really that, care. Man.
Yeah.
Nah, we don't really care.
Yeah.
Hey, good for them, man. Good for those brothers working it out.
Are you still looking for sound designers?
Yes.
See.
DM, please. Run DM, please.
Run DMC.
Run DM, please. Yeah.
What's a good way to get better at sound selection?
Study. Study the greats and try out different things. Like, for instance, you may have X amount of sounds and you may try those out, but how often are you exploring different types of sounds? You can get more sounds, but how often are you getting different types of sounds?
Right.
That's key to it too.
Yeah. And I think a lot of it, man, is just understanding the why versus like doing stuff. Because even like, remember when it's like the phase was like everybody replaced the claps and snares with like the little conga, like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, if you sound wise and like design wise, the sounds are similar. So you understand why it works and why you could replace it and why you could get to that. So understanding that to me is like kind of helps you get to like, all right, this time I'm gonna put something new together. It's like these are in the same spot. I can replace this with this and let's try something different,
Yeah. There used to be kind of a push, or more of a push than there is now, to, like we were talking about, like replace certain things with other things. Like, instead of using a hi-hat, use this, or instead of using a snare, use this. I don't think like that aspect of wanting to change and do different things is as prevalent as it was at one point. But I think a lot of people should get back to that, because that often helps like usher in a new sound too. If not a new sound totally, at least a new sound personally for the people that are bold enough to try like the instead of type method.
You know what sound we should bring back, bro?
What's the joint?
I'm about to mess up the name, but I think it's called a guru. It's like the little thing. It's like the stick. We gotta bring them joints back, bro.
It's a fact.
It's one of them sounds that you see in every beginner sample pack, but you never use it outside of.
Never.
It's like math in high school. It's like, yo, you're never gonna use this in the real world.
Unless you are in a Latin band, you're not gonna use this, bro.
Hey, we need to bring those. Yeah, bring them back.
There you go, man. Hey, all Afro-Cuban instruments. But yeah, that joint right there, and then you get the classic loop.
Yeah, that's it. We need to bring that joint back. We in there.
I'm with you. That joint, the scratches, the bad boy.
Oh yeah,
kick scratches. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I was not mad when those went away.
Yeah, certain sounds. I'm not gonna front the little that little. I'm sick. I hate that sound, bro, so much, bro. Every time I hear it, I'm like, please, let's use another sound.
Are people
bro.
still using that sound?
I haven't heard it a lot lately. It's calmed down, but it's always a hit that it's in a lot of hits, bro. I ain't even gonna front. That sound is in a lot of hits.
That's true. I think only Zaytoven can use that sound from now on.
Yeah.
Like just let Zaytoven use that, and he every now and again he could commission somebody else to use it twice in that year or something like that.
Yeah, nah, I'm with it. I'm with it. Let's see,
because he killed that sound. Like he made it his own. That's the Zaytoven sound to me.
What happens after rappers that you used to like put out 2 or more whack albums? Ooh. It's tough out here in these streets.
Yeesh. Yeah, that's kind of deep.
Yeah, I mean, it happens.
Oh, in the chat, because this is something that I put on my timeline today. Finish this sentence. Wait, shit, hold on. Until you finish the sentence, and I don't remember what it was. Sorry. I don't want to get it wrong. Bear with me, please.
Indubitably.
Yeah, okay, so hip hop wouldn't be the same without, and then put your whatever there. Person, thing, whatever. But yeah, put it in the chat, whatever you think. Hip hop wouldn't be the same without blank.
I have 2 answers. They're so stupid. They're so stupid.
I can't even.
My mind, as soon as you said
I'm not doing this with you today, man.
It's like, my mind is terrible, bro.
Fam, I'm not doing this with you.
That is a good question,
though. So for me, I'm gonna go ahead and put my answer. It's a ton of things. It's a ton of people. Okay. Tristan, thank you. That's exactly what I was about to say, bro. Sampling or samples. Now, of course, there's a ton of people you can put in there. There's a ton of different things in there, but just the thing that's near and dear to my heart more than anything, of course, samples and sampling. Hip hop would definitely not be the same if it wasn't for sampling.
I was gonna say, he's like, I was gonna say the breaks, but you got to say it like that. But it's kind of the sampling. That's a fact. That's good. It's kind of sampling. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's true. And the voice, extra points.
Yeah, but you have to do it in the voice though. That's the only way it works. You know what I mean?
Facts.
I was also gonna say hooray. That was my second answer, but I couldn't figure out which one was funnier.
Hooray?
Yeah. I couldn't figure out which one was funnier.
Oh man. Hilarious. Yeah, that's a cool question.
DJs and producers, facts. Yeah, I'm not mad.
Facts.
Rhythm, not mad. Songwriters.
Facts. Anonymous Preem, 1,000,000% sure. Molly Mall catching the snare by mistake on impeach the president. 100%. And if I'm not mistaken, Molly Mall was the first person to chop up a drum loop. I think it might have been impeach the president. But bruh, 100%. 100%. Nothing like sampling, nothing like chopping, which really came from DJs. Shout out to the DJs out there for sure. But it's a ton of people you can put in there. Like if you want to go all the way back, Kool Herc and Grandmaster Flash and all that. But a good read or one of those good quick reads is hit that post on my feed and just see what people were saying. There was some good answers there.
Oh no, yeah. You're good at coming up with those kind of questions.
Being realistic. Yep.
Yeah. I'd be like, man, that's a good question.
Facts. Shout out to realistic, bro.
I be trying not to, because all my answers be sarcastic and be real like funny, and I'd be like, man, it's not always a time for that, Tris. Sit down. Don't do it all the time.
Bro, just go ahead and do it because I'll be wanting to use the facepalm emoji a lot more.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
so,
Gotcha.
so I know any answer you put, I could just use that emoji.
Will do. If it's anything I'm good at, it's throwing wild jokes out there. If they land, it's a different story. But throwing them out there, I'm good at it. You know what I mean?
There you go. Oh, I wanted to give not accolades, but it's just something I noticed. It's a random thought. I haven't seen a hip hop group have a cult following like Wu-Tang until Griselda came along. Griselda's like the new Wu-Tang. And if you think about, like, people have fans, and it's one thing to have fans, it's another thing to have like a cult following. Mm-hmm. Don't ask me the technical difference. They just kind of feel different. And something that the further removed from mainstream the thing is for it to have a cult following is just more, it seems more impactful to me. That's why Wu-Tang seemed like super impactful with their cult following. Because think about it, it's been decades for them. And it's still like, you saw me the other day with my Wu shirt on and all that type of stuff. But if you think after that, between them and Griselda, like who's had that type of like cult
Odd
following?
Future is the only one I can think of off top.
Ooh, good one.
Bro, I didn't know Odd Future wasn't even a thing anymore until recently. I didn't know that they don't really. Yeah, but that shows you how strong the brand is. It's like I see people wearing Odd Future shirts like them joints just dropped.
Bro. Yeah.
That's the only I could think of that's like really maybe ASAP, but they didn't have it. I mean, they had a
no, it was close though. It was that type of thing, but yeah, it wasn't really. Yeah, bro. That's a little tough to do.
Yeah, Rough Riders. Yeah, Rough Riders. But I wanted Rough Riders, I feel like it's different because I don't know. Is it different because didn't they have the biking thing already in that? You know what I'm
saying? They did, but that definitely helped lend them to feel more like they had a cult following, and that made them come closer than a lot of people. Especially if you think about what was going on at that time, it was so many like different crews and labels. Like that was the Bad Boy era, that was Rockefeller era, and while all of those people all of them had millions and millions of fans, Rough Riders is the one that seemed to have the most cult like following. So you're right. Yeah.
DL says, is Wyclef a wrestler now? Bro, did you see the clip of Wyclef?
No.
Bro, Wyclef. It's one of those moments of like, you know how when you see a clip and you see how it starts, and you be like, this is not going to end well. This is going to be a terrible ending for this clip. So Wyclef is at a party, and the owner of Range Rover, he's like the founder of Range Rover, top guy.
He's on his shoulders.
He's on his shoulders, bro. And Wyclef is like dancing around with him and drops him on his head, bro. At a party. And it's like, bro, you drunk.
I saw it.
You got a grown man on you. Why would you do that, bro? And it ain't like it's like some slouch. Like, this is a rich dude that could sue. And, it's just like, that ain't the person you want to drop on your head. I would kind of want to keep that person, you know what I mean? As a homie, you know what I mean? Send me an extra Range Rover just for, because it's Christmas or something. You know what I mean? You don't drop that guy on the head, bro. You know what I mean?
Facts. Two things. First, when you say Range Rover, all I can hear is Kendrick Lamar on the ad-libs. Some Range Rover.
He's Baby Keem.
Facts. Second thing, if it involves nuts on your neck, it's a bad idea.
Yeah, that's very true.
There should never be nuts on your neck.
Good point. Yeah.
Rule number 561 in life: avoid nut necks or neck nuts at all costs.
Yeah, I think once you get past kindergarten, that you getting up here goes away. You know what I mean? You got to walk now. Yeah,
it's a wrap, fam.
Yeah,
it's a wrap. Hilarious.
Yeah, that was wild though.
Oh, young Wenzo in the building.
Wenzo, what up?
Sup, squad? Got my Sound Oracle BF50 code already. Listen, yes, indeed. We'll talk about that. I think we're about to wrap up in a minute anyway. We're doing a little short today. We'll talk about that, but Wenzo got the code. There's only a few left. I'll talk about that later.
Yes, sir. Are you excited about Will Smith versus LL Cool J? Possibly.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm not interested.
Is that real talk? Like, are they? And versus?
Yeah, it's been brought up. It isn't official, but it's been
fam.
Bro, give me what I want. Give me Alchemist. Give me Just Blaze. Give me a producer, man. Stop teasing me with these. I get it. It's a bigger draw, but come on, bro. Like, give
Will
me
Smith
the
versus
janky.
LL though. Really?
Yeah, I ain't gonna front though. If I had to pick, it's gonna sound wild. You know where I gotta go with Will Smith, bro.
You're right. It sounds wild.
I gotta go but it's a personal thing. I know that Will Smith is not a better rapper than LL Cool J, technically. I know.
LL Cool J.
LL Cool J.
Oh,
that's gonna be my new rap name, LL Cool J. But Wild Wild West, man. It's a special place in my heart for that song. First CD, Big Willie style. Come on, man. I gotta go Will Smith if I had to pick.
Nah, man. I mean, not to your pick, but like just that whole thought.
I know it's just
like okay, who's playing with the lights? Who playing? Somebody
Deep Blue Sea versus Independence Day.
Jeez, bro. Come on. Why you give my man Deep Blue Sea? You couldn't give him the joint for any given Sunday, at least.
Mr. Griffin said, "Just give us 3-6 versus Bone, so we can go back to producers." I'm not mad.
Yeah, no one's mad at 3-6 versus Bone.
Yeah.
But yeah, we need a good producer joint. We gotta have that.
It should be like every 3 you sprinkle a producer in there. That's all I'm asking for. It ain't gotta be every just every so often, man. I just want to hear some beats, man. I just want to hear a catalog of someone I grew up having Scratch magazine on my wall. You know what I mean? That's it.
And this thing is headed by 2 of the greatest producers of our generation.
It was. It was.
Show more. Well, yeah. What it was. It was. It was founded by, started by 2 super producers. So I just feel like the production community and the production verses should hold a little weight and be done a little bit more.
All right.
That's all I'm saying. I would love to see it, bro. I would love to see it. I would. I mean, shit, you can run back Hit Boy and Boy Wonder now that y'all got better quality. I'll anything, any producer. Come on.
It's so many. Jake One, Alchemist, Nas, Big. Bruh. It's so many people, man. It's just like, bro, you could pick any of those. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, not for nothing. Toomp can get his off.
Bangladesh, Polo.
So
we still ain't got B Cox. We still ain't got Dark Child. We still ain't got.
Nah, that B Cox versus Rodney Jerkins would have been super fire.
Crazy. Come on, man. I need something, bro. I just want to appreciate music production, man. I just want to get excited about a snare. You know what I mean? That's the vibe. Right.
Somebody called Danger. Get Danger with somebody. Come on, man. Let's do it.
I just want to make an ugly beat face for like 2 hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I want. It's not a lot, man. Come on, Tim. Come on, Triller.
Easy Mo B versus the Runners. I would have Easy Mo B go against someone.
Why is that a random matchup to me? That matchup is wild to me.
The Runners super random.
Shout out to the Runners though. Cold.
Oh yeah. But that was much later. Yeah, that's a wild matchup. Bruh. Like the pink polka dots with the orange shoes. I didn't see that coming. Did not see that coming.
We'll see. Wonder if they'll do a versus strictly for DJs. How would that work? I'm trying to think. It's weird because DJs don't own the music, so it's like it's like a skilled set, I guess.
Oh, which is breaking up on my end. What?
Oh yeah, you're frozen on my end. Oh no, now you're back.
No, so we was talking about they do a versus for DJs. Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh
yeah.
There
it's
we
freezing. Go. Okay, yeah. Well, versus for DJs, but I'm just like because the DJs don't own the music. I think that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
It's basically like a DMC battle.
Yeah, you can't do that. Oh, shout out to the old DMC battles, though.
Man.
Woo. Bro, yeah. Yo, my homie used to come up. This is way back in the day. My homie used to come up to my spot in Baltimore with a DMC battles, and we would sit on a Saturday and just watch the shit out of them joints.
Me and my bro B man, we used to sit there listen to them joints and try to copy and replicate.
Shout out.
I think that the internet is acting crazy, my bro.
We done.
Yeah, I think you. I don't know if it's me or you, but it's a little choppy. Chapel style. Chop.
Damn. Uh-oh. Is it back?
Yeah, it's back. All right, what you
Okay.
got? What you got coming up, my brother?
Man, listen, as you already know, first of all, next week there will be no podcast. On Black Friday, there will be no podcast.
We're gonna take a break for real.
Yeah. Also, Black Friday still going on right now. Is so much going on. Just hit up soundoracle.net, click on the banner. But we got up to 50% off sample packs of the STs. We got 30% off courses.
Yes, sir.
Every purchase is going to come with a free Black Friday kit. We got mystery packs jumping off, and we got the sample pack speed game going on, and there's some other stuff going on. So it's a lot happening right now. It's a lot.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What about you, family?
Man, I'm about to finish out strong for the rest of the week, and then I'm done, and I'm going off the grid, and I'm just gonna make music and play Connect 4 all day. Go to theproducerkit.com. I don't know why Connect 4 was the first game I thought of. Go to theproducerkit.com, sign up for the mail list. My Black Friday is gonna start soon. It hasn't started yet. It's gonna start next week. But I got an exclusive kit if you spend over a certain amount.
Gotcha.
Got some new stuff, man. So it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool, my G.
Fire.
That
Fire. Man. Well, listen, it's been real. We'll see you week after next. But like we say every week at this time, it's been another episode of UnQuantized podcast, and we'll see